Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Comfortable Spaces. My name is Danielle. For those of you who are new around here, and I love to talk about affordable living and intentional homemaking. And speaking of affordable living, today we are going to be doing a little Christmas thrift haul. So originally I actually wasn't going to be doing a Christmas thrift haul. I had a very specific budget kind of set out for the Christmas decor items that I wanted to add this year. I tend to collect items over the years. I've never just gone out and tried to purchase everything at once. So everything in my home collection has been literally built over nearly the past decade now. So that is definitely a big part of how I do all of my Christmas decor. So I like to budget out just a small amount of money that I'm going to put towards new Christmas decor for the year, and then that's really like where I kind of stick things at. But I decided to do a Christmas thrift haul because the thrift store in town actually posted on our local Facebook page that they were going to be opening up their Christmas section, and they're not open very often. I think they're only open every Monday and then every other Saturday. It's just a really small little thrift shop that's attached to a local church. And I saw in one of the pictures of their Christmas display this one particular item, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that is so adorable. I absolutely want to get that. So I went into the store and there was so many good finds for super duper cheap that I kind of got caught up in the moment. But I have to say, my first portion of my thrift haul that I did collectively only cost me $16. So I wasn't really mad about that. I was really happy with the things that I did end up picking up. And then I grabbed actually just 2 or 3 more things from a different thrift store on a different day that all kind of are Christmas themed. So I was really happy to have all those items together, and like I said, super affordable, and it is a great way to add to your Christmas decor without spending a lot of money. So with all that being said, let's get into the video. So the very first thing that I found, which was the whole reason why I went thrifting in the first place, was this vintage antique rocking horse. How stinking beautiful is that? I saw this on the thrift shop's Facebook page and I just got so darn excited. I thought it was so cute, so beautiful. It has this little stringy tail and everything. And my son has been carrying this around now for a solid week. I think we went out last week to go pick up these items. He absolutely loves it. He's just been letting it rock back and forth on the floor, and he just thinks it's such a sweet little item. It was only $4. I think it was the most expensive thing that I bought in the entire thrift haul. I just thought that it was so lovely and so beautiful, so I'm very excited to have picked that up. The very next thing that I found at the church thrift shop was these 2 beautiful bowls. Now, if you saw I think it was my fall thrift with me video, I found a much larger bowl that was very similar in the style and print. It's just larger. It wasn't oval, it was a full circle bowl. But this is from, it says John Maddock and Sons, England, Sellville. So it is absolutely beautiful piece. Like I said, it came with 2 dishes. It was $3 for the 2 dishes. And I thought this would be really sweet to have out at Christmas with some candies in it. I love to get those red and green Hershey Kisses and stick them in a bowl for the season, for the holidays. I think it's just such a sweet way to have a little snack, little treat around your house. So I'm definitely going to be going to the store and buying some Hershey Kisses and sticking them in there and putting them around the house so that when we have guests come over the next month and a half, 2 months or so, they can help themselves to a little treat. After I saw the dishes, I actually wandered over to the ornament section and I saw this beautiful vintage Spode ornament. I thought it was so sweet. This particular pattern right here, it just reminds me of classic Christmas. I remember my mom having some Spode growing up, and that's what it reminds me of. It's just being at home, sweet, with your family at Christmas time. So I just thought that was such a beautiful, sweet ornament to put on our tree. And this was only $2. So I was very excited about that. It is ceramic. It's got just the design on both sides with holly in the middle. And I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. So I was very excited to find that. The next thing that I found was this beautiful Norman Rockwell music box. I thought it was so sweet. My son has already gotten so much enjoyment out of this already. It was only $1. I don't normally get like little tchotchkes like this, but I thought it was adorable. And like I said, it just plays little music. It's so stinking cute. And the date on it is 1981, so it's not super vintage, but I still loved how sweet it was. Turn the music off so you can hear me. I still really loved how sweet that it was, and I thought it would be a great item to just kind of have out on one of our lower tables so that my son could play the music and dance around with it, which was so cute. He was doing that the other night. I thought it was adorable, and for $1, I know he will get a lot of enjoyment out of this over the years. So the next thing that I found at the church thrift shop was this beautiful antique gold frame. I love finding antique frames. I think that they're so stunning, and I loved the detail around this, and it was only $2, and my entire plan is to go on Etsy. I've already been on Etsy kind of scouring the sites, and I'm gonna get a really gorgeous winter scape that you can just kind of print out from Etsy, from your computer. And I'm gonna stick this in here and most likely put it in our bedroom to add just a little bit of that Christmassy, wintry feel to our room. And I was very excited to find that because picture frames can actually cost you quite a lot of money. So I love being able to collect different ones over time and really making our house feel like that has that nice classic Christmassy vintage vibe. The next thing that I bought, I saw this, and normally this is not an item that I would have ever picked up, but I saw it and it was only $1 and I decided to get it. It is this sweet little boy and girl on a plate at Christmas doing their Christmas thing, and it says Christmas 1983. Now, if you don't know what that means, some of you might know what that means, but if you don't know what that means, I'm not gonna tell you what that means. But I thought this would be such a perfect addition to me and my husband's room. Maybe that is a little key to what exactly this would mean to us. I thought it was so beautiful. I thought it was so incredibly sweet. And it's actually an Avon product. So I'm not going to say that it is vintage because it was obviously made in 1983. But I really thought it was beautiful, and I thought it would be a great addition to our family's Christmas collection, kind of having that very collected feel over the season over time. The very next thing that I picked up, I actually was so surprised to find these. I thought they were absolutely stunning, but it is this set of brass candlestick holders, and it was $4 for the set, so I paid the same for this that I paid for the horse. But these are like heavy duty, beautiful candlestick holders. I have on my dining room table behind us, I have like fake brass candlesticks. They're not really brass. They're like, I don't even know. I'm sure they're just like painted yellowish color of some kind that I got from Hobby Lobby for probably more than $2 a piece. I got them a while ago. I think I got them maybe 2 years ago. But these were absolutely stunning, vintage. They are, it says Baldwin from the Smithsonian Institute on there. So I just thought that they were so lovely, so classic, and they're gonna look absolutely beautiful on our credenza table in the corner or possibly on the buffet. I'm not 100% sure where I'm gonna place them yet, but I thought they'd be a great addition to our holiday decor. And honestly, there's something I could keep out past the Christmas holidays, which is something that I love to do when purchasing holiday decor, is picking up items that will last me past this season so I can get even more use out of them. So I was very excited for that. Okay, so moving on to the next thrift shop that I hit up was actually 2nd Ave Thrift. I did not realize that this was actually a chain thrift shop, but it is. They have them up and down the East Coast. I'm not sure how much further past the East Coast they have them, but they're definitely around. And I found just a few items there, nothing super crazy. But the first thing was this pitcher. It is not, it looks like Spode, but it's not. It's called Nico, and they had a ton of this in stock over at my thrift shop, and I thought it was lovely. Again, this kind of like Christmas design here, I find to just be so incredibly classic and nostalgic. It's just what I remember from my childhood. I don't know if it was like super prevalent when I was little and everybody had it and it was like really popular, but it is something that just always reminds me of the Christmas holidays, and I love it so much. So I thought this would be so sweet in our kitchen, either on the shelves or maybe in a different location like on my countertops where I cook. I just thought it would just add such a nice little pop of Christmas in there, so I was very excited to pick this up. And then the next thing that I grabbed was probably more for my son than anything else because he loves bells. I think I already talked about this in my Hobby Lobby haul, which if you've not seen that, I will also link that below. But he just was so excited for this. This was only $2.99. Oh, the pitcher, by the way, was $2.99 as well. So nothing crazy. Yeah. He absolutely loved this. He was ringing this around the whole store when we were wandering around, and I thought this would be absolutely a beautiful addition to our front porch. So that is where these bells are gonna head, and I love them. I love that they're like, not even bronzy, they're just straight up brown, and I think that is so lovely. Sometimes it's nice to have some neutral colors at Christmas as well. So that is gonna be going to the front porch and hanging out with more of my neutral decor. And then the last thing that I picked up at that thrift shop, this was kind of a super random purchase because I went over to the linens section because originally I was just looking for some nice either sheets or curtains or whatever. I like to find old sheets and curtains that I can buy as like fabric to use for different sewing projects. So I went over there with that intention in mind, not even looking for anything sort of Christmassy. And I found this beautiful sheet set. And I have been thinking about not redoing my bed, but making it more Christmassy feeling. But I did not want to spend like $50, $60, $70 on a new duvet cover. I just thought that was absolutely ridiculous for something that's only going to be on there for maybe 2 months. So I was trying to figure out a way of making my bed look a little bit more Christmassy, and I found these sheets, and I'm not going to use them as sheets, but I will probably put one of my white duvet covers on for this season and then add this as like a blanket over the bottom half of it. And it is this beautiful sheet set that I saw in this like vintage-y color, design, shape, everything. These are like heavy duty, guys. They are very, very thick. I'm sure they're incredibly comfortable, warm sheets, which is what makes me think that they're more holiday sheets and not like summery sheets, even though they have flowers on them. They're incredibly, incredibly thick. But is this beautiful, just kind of vintagey floral pattern. I loved the kind of maroon red. I thought it just added such a classic look for Christmas time. So I paid for the large sheet, the fitted sheet, and the 2 pillowcases. I paid $5.99 for all of them. So I am super excited to wash these, throw them on our bed, and have a nice kind of Christmassy feel in our room for basically no money at all, $5.99. I am here for that. I mean, I always say I love a good bargain. I don't want to be paying gazillions of dollars for things that, you know, I'm not going to be using on a regular basis. It's one thing to invest in a piece that you're going to use over and over again, but something that's more like holiday decor, something that's more just focusing on that sort of style, I don't want to be spending a gazillion dollars on. But I thought this was going to be absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to put this on my bed, like I said. And you will be able to see our room all fully done during our Christmas home tour that will be up in a couple of weeks. So definitely stay tuned for that. So before I kind of sign off for the day, I did want to show you one other piece that I purchased from a friend of mine. She has a fantastic Etsy shop. It's absolutely beautiful. This piece is not thrifted. It is handmade, and she does gorgeous drawings. That is what her Etsy shop is. She does tons of illustrations, stickers, a whole bunch of different like fun little things, magnets, whatnot. And during the holidays, she likes to paint some different items like cutting boards and wine glasses and all sorts of things like that, hand paint, and then she sells them online. I got this sweet little cutting board from her where she just painted this beautiful Christmas tree off to the side, and I absolutely love how stunning this little board was. I thought this would be a great addition to our kitchen. Again, I'm probably gonna put them on the shelves, or I might just stick it with the picture, like have like a little, I don't know, vignette situation happening. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna link her Etsy shop below so that if you're interested in purchasing some handcrafts for people for the holiday season, it's definitely a great way to go. So I didn't want to sign off without showing you this sweet little cutting board that she had done, but that is my last item of the day. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I always appreciate when people check out my different videos, my thrift hauls, all of that if you love thrifting content. I don't do a ton of thrifting content, like I'm not a thrifting channel, but I do thrift a lot because I really appreciate affordable living, so I like to go out and see what I can find without having to spend a ton of money, stick to a nice tight budget for things. So if you're interested in that kind of content, definitely subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will be seeing you guys back on this channel super soon. I have a ton more Christmas content coming up for you over the entire month of December. Like I said, my Christmas home tour, so definitely stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys really soon. All right, bye.